As a loyal soldier of the MUD, honor-bound to protect your picturesque home of Earth-1, you're proud to die inside this blob. Or at least, that's what you tell yourself, as you watch your comrades force the monster back through the portal. The muted sounds of battle shut off abruptly as the portal is closed, and you're alone, floating inside this strange, translucent creature. Suddenly, just as you're preparing yourself for hours of slow, agonizing digestion, you hear a horrible squelching sound, and you're expelled onto cold, hard rock. The blob leans down towards you, and you hear a low, rumbling voice.
Sorry, little buddy.
Something heavy and wet smacks against the back of your head, and then everything goes dark. You wake up in a cell, a lamp shining directly into your face. You peer past the light and find a frog person? How is that possible? You thought the other universes were filled with indescribably horrific creatures, just like the blob. But frog people are from your universe, under the protection of the MUD. You glance around the room, and there you spot a few of the more monstrous species you're expecting. A flesh-eating pot plant, a sentient gas cloud, a slug bear. But it's all wrong. These aren't the vicious beasts you saw on the vid tubes at Basic. They look much the same as the frog with the lamp. Hungry, dirty, and most of all, scared. Much the same as you, now you come to think of it. The frog breaks the silence. When's the next raid? What do you know about the MUD's plans? You stare incredulously back at them. Raid? Plans? Then, as they lock their eyes on yours, you find yourself falling into their gaze, falling deeper and deeper and deeper. Suddenly you snap back to yourself, and you curse yourself as you realize that this is no frog person. It's a hypnotoad, and it's just read your mind. Damn it, they croak. I don't know anything. New meat. Still thinks the MUD is clean as a whistle. A groan passes around the room. You start to wonder what will happen now they know you don't have any information. A bright flash lights the room through the window, and a deafening explosion follows it, showering you all in a blinding cloud of dust.
Your heart skips a beat. The MUD have come to rescue you. With a groan and a crash, one of the walls of your dirty, dank cell collapses, coating your chitinous black fatigues in grey dust and leaving a dramatic gash across your cheek to add tension. The hypnotoad is gone. Croaked or crying for help, it doesn't matter. You take your chance, scrambling out into the night air, fleeing your stunned, sprawling captors into roiling smoke, muggy with the scent, blood, and fire. You trip over a lifeless body, hitting the ground and driving the air from your lungs. You look up, and in the darkness under the eaves of the next building over, you see terrified faces, scrawny, malnourished, and pale in the firelight. An instant later, an MUD miniaturized undoing device, or MUD for short, winds through the air before exploding, leaving that house you were staring at nothing but bloody rubble. And those starved, desperate faces, their fate you don't want to think about. You stare, unblinking and shell-shocked, before instinct forces you to move. Flee, followed by the sounds of screams, by harsh laughter and barked orders that sound so alien and yet so terribly familiar. The blood pounds between your ears before you have a moment to huddle in a shadow and catch your breath. You'd crossed so many bodies, escaping the chaos. So many bodies, and not one of them would have been a threat to a trained MUD operative like yourself. These people were barely scraping a living off bare, burnt rock. What separated these poor, unfortunate souls from those you'd sworn to protect, from your own family? You'd always thought they were monsters here. No, that wasn't right. You hadn't thought at all. You'd been told they were monsters. Your fingers tremble, bound hands shaking as your vision blurs. These are just people. They're all just people. The fucking blob had been the politest being you'd spoken to since you started Basic all those months ago. This isn't right.
So soldier, turn hut! Muscle memory takes over. You've seen the MUD do terrible things this day, but months of dawn drills, of morning mess, of 10-mile hikes, barbed wire crawls, climbed walls, and rifles loaded, well, at the sound of your sergeant's voice, your back goes flagpole straight. With almost automated accuracy, you hike a knee, spin in place, plant your foot and salute. Sir, yes, sir! Perhaps what you've seen will wash away. After a shower, will fade away as you fall asleep back in your bunk, back home, back within the simple safety of the MUD's care, back where the streets were clean and everyone seemed happy and normal. Just what in the blue blazers do you think you're doing, Private? Sir, I was... You are the finest example of a jelly spine sponge brain blank-eyed losto that it has ever been my displeasure to scream at! What the hell are you doing in a classified zone, Private? Well, sir, if you let me explain, I was... You let me explain, you weak-hated worm! You are in an official capacity, capital F fucked! Do you hear me? You maggot-brained, limp-figured, sour-toothed, hawker cockroach spittle! You are less than an ant's morning movement to me, and now you went and saw too much! Sir, please, I'm sorry, I just... You bet your candied behind you're sorry. Bright as a burnt-out star, aren't you? Let me make this clear, so even a cotton-stuffed melon like yours can catch you. You are done. The sergeant steps forward and rips the MUD insignia from your arm. You make to protest, and he uses his pistol to hit you very, very hard in the nose. If brains were dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your nose. You're as sharp as a bowling ball. I can understand now why some species eat their young. You're so goddamn... Blood streams down your face. The world goes hazy, ringing and muted. You feel nothing as the soldiers drag you away, the sergeant's relentless torrent of insults fading into the distance as you're gracelessly hauled away from your once fellows. You lie on the dusty earth, fading in and out of consciousness. You hear more fighting. At some point, you hear the gateway home close, abandoned forever. You hear a squelching to your side.
You need a tissue for that nose, pal?
A blub, a slug bear, a gas cloud, a pot plant. You'd have unloaded a magazine into any one of them without question, but here, at your lowest moment in the wake of the day's horrors, they choose to help you. And so, from that point forward, you would choose to help them in their rebellion. What in blue blazes are you doing? The right thing.